Okay, it's me. I'm back. It is Christine Ruiz with ChristineDeco.com. All right, I think this is working now. I can actually see people and see myself. So let me go ahead and let Audrey know that I'm here and share this with my page real quick. Um, yeah, it was really weird. I couldn't see anybody for a second, so I wasn't sure what was going on with this or not. But hopefully, you guys can see and hear me. But like I said, today it's Monday, you guys. It is Monday, and if you saw my post earlier, which I don't imagine everyone sees my post, but I had posted that today it's Monday again. And you know how you said you'd start insert blank next week? Well, next week is now. And so, hi Mary, hi Reese. This is really weird. I don't know what's going on my computer, but I'm thinking you guys can see me now. I can't actually, if you write a comment, it doesn't look like I can respond to it, but hopefully this is recording and hopefully people can actually see and hear me. Hold on. Okay, Reese said hi. Hi, Dwan. Okay, it's just really weird. It's not really letting me see people. But in the vein of what I posted this morning about it being Monday, about us always putting things off and always saying, oh, we're going to do it next week. Next week is now. It's new week, new Monday. So what are you doing to start that thing she said you were going to do? And that's really kind of the vein that I'm in right now. And that's why today we're going to talk about how many more Mondays. And I'm going to give 5 steps to stop procrastinating today so that you can actually start doing that thing that you've been saying you were going to do. Tips that you can do to start that. I'm getting hi from Martin, Tennessee. Hi from Queens, New York. So, I was inspired by the Monday post, and then also I know a lot of times I tell you guys I'm really big on my planner. I use a passion planner. I also learned about like a bunch of other planners this weekend that are equally as awesome. So if you don't have a planner, make sure you get one for the new year. But inspired from the idea of taking a large goal and breaking it down. So I'm going to give you 5 steps to go ahead and figure out that goal and then start doing it. I hope that this is helpful. And then after I give you the 5 steps, I'm going to chat about a few other things. But number 1 is the first step. Give yourself 10 minutes. And if you're a type of person who likes to type, that's fine. But you know, I'm pen and paper. I like to write stuff down. So give yourself 10 minutes and have in the sections, have 3 months, 1 year, 3 years, and like ultimately your lifetime. Have those 4 categories, and with 10 minutes, write down under each category. Basically ask yourself, if I could do anything, be anything, have anything, what would it be? What would I be? What would those things be? And for each 4 categories, write down your thoughts, write down your goals, write down that vision. Remember, for 3 months, 1 year, 3 years, and then your ultimate, thing. Hold on. Hi, Jay. I just saw you putting up a whole bunch of hearts and stuff. I can't see, like the comments are grayed out. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully you guys are hearing me. So number 1, your 4 time periods, anything you could be, do, have, write those down. And make sure you're specific. Don't be logical. When you're doing something like this, don't be logical, because you got to think the people who just said years before there was ever a skyscraper, I'm going to make a skyscraper, that was not logical. That was unrealistic. The people that said, oh, we're going to dig under an ocean, or we're going to dig under a lake and make a tunnel to the other side, let me tell y'all this. That was not logical. The people who created a lot of things and invented a lot of things before it existed, it was not logical. But they dared to dream it anyway. They dared to make it a goal anyway. So when you're doing this activity, don't be logical. Truly just write down what comes. Just write. Now, number 2, and set a timer if you're like me and you get into something. 10 minutes for this first task. Now, the second task, you're going to give yourself, hi, Jeff, you're going to give yourself 5 minutes, right? So number 2, you're going to give yourself 5 minutes. You're going to go back to each of those 4 sections. Remember, your 3 months, your 1 year, 3 years, and lifetime. And you're going to circle the goal that would have the most positive impact. So remember, in number 1, you wrote down all these goals for these different time frames. Now, number 2, you're going to go back, and I'm going to give yourself 5 minutes, but you're going to read through, and you're going to circle from each category only one. That's right, you see, don't be logical, but you're going to select only one goal, only one dream, only one vision that would have the most positive impact in your life. That's what you're going to go back and do, right? Then number 3, now that you have your 4 goals, because you did the 4 different time frames, you did 3 months, you did 1 year, 3 years, and lifetime, right? Now that you have those 4 goals, those ones that would have the most positive impact, you are going to, those are the 4 things you're going to prioritize. And you're going to begin to break down each goal into doable, time sensitive, or at least time constrained steps. Remember, if you're telling someone to write a 500-page book in a year, that can be extremely overwhelming. But if you say, what is it? I'm pulling out my calculator, 500, let's say a 500-page book in 1 year, 500 pages, that would overwhelm the shit out of me. But if you take 500 and divide it by 365, that's 1.3. 6, not all these numbers, but that's saying write 1 1/3 page every day. I could do that. If you told me to write a 500-page book in a year, I'd be like, and I'd probably keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And, oh, I'm going to write 10 pages this week. I'm going to write 20 pages this week, and then end up doing nothing, right? Halfway through the year, I still don't have I might have like 5 pages. But if you break the big goal down and you break it down to that 1 1/3 page, so 1 page in a paragraph each day, it becomes a lot more doable. Hi, Kendra, and you guys let me know if this is making sense to you. But you're going to make the time-sensitive goals. You're going to make them doable. And remember, well, actually, number 4 is when you're doing things like this, when you're breaking down something really big into something that's small, biteable steps, small, doable things. Number 4 is list your resources and list your gaps. Remember, your resources are people and things. I need to write a book. Well, do I know someone who's written a book before and can give me some advice? Okay, that's a person. What software did they use? Did they use Canva? Did they use certain softwares? Those are things. So remember, we're always doing resources as people and things. And then remember, our gap analysis, or listing our gaps, are things that we don't know or we don't have. Well, crap, if I'm going to do an ebook, maybe I don't know the software. So I know someone who's written a book. Let me go ask them so they can recommend the software to me. You see why you need to know your resources of what you have and then your gaps of what you don't have? Because when you know what your gaps are, you then know what you need to ask for. And from your resources, that's where you can fill in those gaps. So that was number 4. And then number 5, I was looking in simple, start doing it today, right? Because if we keep saying, I'm going to do it next week, you're going to have like 10 more next weeks, 10 more Mondays, and you've done nothing. So we've got to stop putting stuff off, stop acting like, because quite honestly, we don't know if we have tomorrow. None of us know. I'm very hopeful for tomorrow. I'm optimistic for tomorrow. I really want I want a lot. I want years and years worth. So this is why networking is so important. Exactly, Jay. But I want so many more years of tomorrows. I want decades and century, when we have century 50 years, but I want a lot of tomorrows. But the bottom line is we don't, it's not guaranteed. And so if we keep saying we're going to do something later on, most of the time it doesn't get done. And I know some people, for those of you that joined me late and just got on here, again, I'm Christine Ruiz of ChristineDeco.com. I'm a mom. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a marketer. I'm a nose wiper, a butt wiper. I'm a coach, a motivator, a lot of different things. But I really was just like, it's Monday, y'all. And so many times we keep putting stuff on the next Monday, and then nothing gets done. And that's why these are the 5 steps. So I'm just going to recap them really quickly. Number 1, you give yourself 10 minutes and you're going to write 4 time categories. You're putting 3 months, 1 year, 3 years, lifetime. Those are your 4 categories. 10 minutes, and you're writing down, if you could be anything, do anything, have anything, what would those things be? You're writing them in the different categories, right? And you remember, you're being specific and you are not being logical. Throw logic and realistic out the window. Write down the true desires, the true things, right? Number 2, you're going to go back to those 4, 3 months, 1 year, 3 years, ultimate. You're going to go back to those and only circle one thing from each category that is going to have the most positive impact in your life. Like, those are the life changers, right? Those are going to have the biggest impacts. Then You circle those 4 things. Number 3, those are the goals you're going to prioritize. And with those being the goals you're going to prioritize, you're going to break down each goal into doable, bite-sized, time-sensitive, or time-attached goals and steps. Once you have that, number 4, you're going to list your resources to get these things done. And then you're going to list your gaps. Resources, these are the people. I know these are the things I have. Your gaps, I don't know how to do this. I need an accountant. I need a template. Whatever your gap is, you write those things down and then go back to your resources. Look at your resources and think, who from my resources can help fill in these gaps? Hey, Michelle. Michelle said, boom. Sometimes we have to pick ourselves in the seat of our own pants. And boom. Thanks for the booms. So remember, your resources are going to fill those gaps. Because even if they can't, they can always refer, right? They can always refer. And number 5, start doing today. And the reason why it's important to do it today is because when you are visioning, when you are already in this mode, in this vein of you're feeling creative, it's flowing, and you are visioning, you should be smiling when you do this. That's one thing. If you are not smiling when you're writing down these things, you're not writing down what you really want to do. Because then it's from the heart and you're being truly authentic with yourself and honest with yourself, you're going to end up smiling because you're like, shit, if this stuff actually come to pass, or when it does, it's going to be amazing, right? So you want to be just truly from the heart. But the thing is, when you are already in that vein and you are feeling it, you need to roll with that. You need to ride that wave, right? And that's why it's so important to do something today. Because let's say I know this goal that I now have, this 500-page book. But instead of just tackling 500 pages or putting my mind around it, I'm going to do 1 page and a paragraph a day. If I do that 1 page and paragraph a day, that today, I took the first step. Like I did it. I did a thing. You did it. You did a thing. And the importance of that is it's starting to get that belief that you can actually do it. It's building it up 1 day at a time, 1 action at a time, 1 piece at a time. And so that's why it's important to do it today. So those are the 5 steps. Because seriously, if you missed, like I said, my post, go back and put what your thing was. Because like I said, how many more Mondays? Let's stop having all these Mondays. You can't say how 2019 is going to be the bomb year and you're going to do this and you're going to own it if you didn't do anything in 2018. Because if you don't start today, don't wait till 2019, start now. Because if you don't start now and you keep waiting, you're likely going to do the same shit you did last year. You're going to have the same 19 going to look like 2018. No different. 2018 was huge for me. 2018 was the year that I said, and I stepped out, having the conversation with my husband, and I became an entrepreneur and a marketer and worked for myself. 2018. And I actually didn't wait till 2018 January. I started it in 2017, the end of December, because I was like, I'm not going to wait until January 1st. I'm going to do it now. And I've learned a lot. I've made mistakes. I've had some struggles, but the growth, y'all can't tell me shit, because 2019, I'm already how I'm ending 2018. I know 2019, and not because I'm wishing, because I'm already doing. Even the stuff that I said, I was going to get done stuff, because I still procrastinate. I'm a human being from time to time, but I know I'm going to get it done. So before I get off, I talk a lot about my mentor, Diane, and for people who know me personally, I'm sort of territorial about people I care about, but she is doing a webinar this week on Wednesday at 9 Eastern time. And she's about to do another program. I did her last program. And when I say the growth, I went from having an email list of 0 to an email list of just about 400 people, right? From 0. Well, I can say 0. I had 3 people, my mom, my husband, and my other email address. That was my email list. Within, what was it? Within 30 days, it was about 250. It's grown from then. But just how much I learned from her. So I guess my thing is, I am a network marketer myself. I help people with their own businesses. But I'm just going to be honest in the sense that some people, there's someone for everyone, and some people may learn well from me. Some people may learn better from her. I could sit there and just not tell y'all, but I like to be honest and transparent. You can learn from so many people out here. And if it's not me, I would love to introduce you to Diane. So she's going to do a webinar. Wednesday night is a free webinar, but she's going to talk about her program, I'm sure. So I highly advise that you get on it. It's free to sign up. It's a free webinar, but go ahead, click the link. I don't know. Let me see if I can copy and paste this and put it in the comments, although it's not letting me write in the comments. Maybe it is. But that's the link if you're interested. I would definitely say join me, learn about the program, and feel free to hop on it. And then I just put my link, I think I did, for if you guys have questions that you'd like me to answer. I do free 15-minute consultations. That link is to my bot so that you can answer questions and then go ahead and schedule it. Or you can even do a 10-day trial if you wanted the program I use. But I'm always happy to show people what I've learned. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot, and I love that even something as simple as going live here on Facebook is work for me, and it's not work because it's not enjoyable. I love sharing. Y'all know I talk a lot. So this is natural, and I love that there's an industry where you can be who you are and do the things that you enjoy and make a living. We don't have to work hard and hustle and grind and all this stuff if we don't want to. And that's what I've learned in this 2018. So 2019, this is my dance. Y'all see this? Right? I'm flowing. 2019. That's what 2019 is going to be for me. It's going to be for you whatever you do the work for it to be. So I'm signing off, but I'm so thankful that y'all joined me today. I hope this was helpful. The notes are right in there in the description, so you can feel free to copy and paste them, but do something today. Quit putting Mondays off. All right, well, thank you guys. I hope this was really helpful. Feel free to like it, share it. Remember, if you hit the like button or the share button, your phone does not blow up. Your computer does not blow up. It's just sharing love. It's paying it forward. So I hope this is helpful. Help someone else by sharing it. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Bye.